First, I'm going to talk about the poster I created for the anti-guns campaign. I chose the slogan first. It's a little joke which confirms the slogan Make America Great Again. It was the first used by Ronald Reagan in the 80s, and Donald Trump took it for his own campaign presidential. I put the word safe instead of great because the United States know more and more guns attack in elementary environments. To make America safer, we have to control gun economy. Then I thought about the color, and I chose purple and white because both of them symbolize peace. In color psychology, purple means protection, white appeals to positive values like calm, for example. The mix of the both gives us some things strong and peaceful at the same time. The poster is horizontal, which can symbolize the calms too, but also the stability. At the end, I choose a very simple symbol. Two guns where two branches of olive tree seems to grow in the olive tree is also a symbol for the peace, the fact that they take place in the object which gives death, the gun. It's like reborn. For me, it means that we can start something new in something dangerous. That's why I'm going to speak about the gun violence in the USA. All the American citizens can have a gun at home or with them, according to the Second Amendment of the Bill of Rights, which dates from 1791. It's supposed to permit the American citizens to protect themselves. This marketplace of weapons is not very controlled by the US structures. Everyone can buy a gun as if it was a toy. But the fact is that since 3 years, the country knows an unbelievable number of massive gun attacks, especially in school, which is very dramatic. To speak about today, only this year, in 2018, we can count 18 shootings in school and high school or in university. Parkland, Kentucky, Texas, New Orleans. This number is not just about victims, but it truly shows the gun problem is in the United States, which touches places with children and teenagers. As we can see on this infographic from Erie News, pretty much 40% of American citizens have a gun. The United States represents 4.4% of the global population, but they are 42% to have a gun, against 53% in the whole world. We can observe that most of them seem to have only a gun, but in the second position we found the rifle for 22% and even a assault rifle, which is a world weapon. What we call a massive gun attack in school is a crime which have as a goal to kill most of people. According to the website GunsViolenceUSA, which follow the gun violence in United States. Since the beginning of the year, 1,859 people have been killed. 3,213 have been injured in 6,758 gun shootings. Among them, 388 children and teenagers. That means that every day at least 40 people die because of gun violence in the United States, a number which does not stop increasing. As notorious example of massive attack in school, we have got Columbine, which took place 20 April 1999 in University of Columbia. 2 teenagers killed, 12 students and 1 professor, and injured 24 other students. They committed suicide after the gun shooting. The next massive gun attack we can speak about is Sandy Hook in Newton, which took place 14 December 2012 in elementary school. 28 persons have been killed, with 20 children. The shooter of 20 years once again committed suicide after the shooting. The last big massive gun attack in the United States took place in high school in Parkland, the 14th February 2000 18. 17 people are killed and 15 other people are injured. Today, it's the most deadly gun attack which took place in a school related in the USA. The shooter, a 20 years old teenager who has a old student of the university, had an assault rifle with a lot of cartridge clip. The gun shooting lasted 6 minutes. After this sadly example, we can ask ourselves about solutions. For Sandy Hook, the President Obama asked for a bigger regulation of gun sales by controlling criminal record for people who wanted to buy a weapon, for example. But the NSA, National Rifle Association, wasn't agree with that. They asked to put someone armed in front of each school or university to protect the student. For me, Obama's decisions could be one way to control guns marketplace, but it's not enough. We saw in this free guns shooting that the murders were teenagers who bought guns or took them from their own family. This is a big joke of the United States. You can't drink alcohol unless you're 21, but you can drive your own at 16 years old. You can't vote unless you're 21, but you can buy guns or take it from other, even member of your family at any age. All the American citizens are responsible, even more the ones who have a guns or weapons. The government of the United States have to demand a plan to control place market. After the massive shooting of Sandy Hook, a lot of Americans personally asked for a plan. They made a little video to just say enough.
Columbine, Virginia Tech,
Tucson,
Aurora,
Fort Hood, Oak Creek, Newtown,
Newtown,
Newtown.
Newtown.
How many more? How many more? How many more colleges? How many more classrooms?
How many more movie theaters?
How many more houses of faith?
How many more shopping malls?
How many more street corners?
How many more?
How many more?
Enough.
Enough.
Enough. Enough.
Demand a plan.
Right now. As a mom.
As a dad. As a friend. As a husband.
As a wife.
As an American.
As an American. As an American.
As a human being.
For the children of Sandy Hook. Demand a plan. No more lists of names. It's not too soon.
It's too late.
Now is the time.
Before we all know someone who loved someone on that list.
No more lists.
No more.
Who they might have been. No more.
If we had just done something yesterday. It's time.
We can do better than this.
We can do better than this.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time for our leaders to act. Demand a plan. Right now.
Right now.
You demand it.
Enough.
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 Enough.